Carol, the owner and creator of everything you find at CarolJo's. It's where creativity and community come together. We do lots of fun things here, at least I think they're fun. It's all not about me showing you all the jewelry I made and said, here, look what I did. Nope, it's not about that. Hi, Cece. What it is about is it's our time to have chats. That's where you guys get to ask questions about jewelry making, small business. We share tips and tricks. We had one earlier today, and we talked about our quote for the week and about how making jewelry or creating should be what brings us joy, not following rules. So that's what we had earlier today. Then we do that twice a week. We have another one on Friday at 2 p.m. Central. Then we do 2 tutorials a week. Tonight we have a tutorial. It is called Whisper Memory Choker Tutorial. That is where we will learn how to make this style of a choker necklace. We also will have one on Wednesday at 2 p.m. And that is where we're going to do a mini wristlet. We've done the regular wristlets, but we've never done a mini, I believe. So we're going to do that on Wednesday. Then we also have other live events. Hi, Murda. I don't have my backup. Hi, Geraldine. So I don't have my backup just up yet. So that's why I'm not seeing all the comments. So we will have 2 basket events this week. So we have lots of things to bring you guys for that. We have 1 silicone event on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. The baskets events are going to be on Tuesday and Thursday this week at 2 p.m. And then we will have bead events tomorrow night at 8 p.m. and on Saturday at 10 a.m. So that is our schedule. I don't know why this week it is easier for me to remember our schedule and I can like recite it back to you. But we have lots of fun things going on. Now let me bring up the backup account so I can see comments when we point down. So I'm going to take a few minutes to explain this necklace here. We kind of talked about it a little bit on our chat, but I'm going to go back over some of those details. So right now, for spring and summer of 2026, the trend is once again layers. We have layers of necklaces, but they're not the big chunky ones. It's dainty this time. They don't have to lay perfect, but they do need to be dainty. So that's the one thing that we got to think about if we're doing layered necklaces and if that's what you want to make for the trend. We talked about the trend is more gold than silver for that time frame. I can't create with gold. It just doesn't come to me. Hi, Cody. So I will usually use silver more times than not, but I will tell you the trend is gold. All right. And if you've noticed, I've brought in a little bit more gold findings in here recently. And that is so that you guys can have some items when we do our TikTok events for like the bead event and such. You'll see that sometimes I've been bringing in some gold, and that's the reason why. It is hard for me to do gold, so I don't have as much of it as silver, just to let you know. But just to let you know, gold is on trend. So I am Carol. I am the owner and creator at CarolJo's. It is a company that I've created, and we are online. We do tutorials and chats on both YouTube and TikTok. And then we have live events where you can claim some of the items that we have in the tutorials and other things so you can make your own jewelry. And I do those events only on TikTok. So that's who I am. So here is the choker necklace that we're doing. It is one of, hi, cat is fake. This is one of them that is the choker, and then you would layer it with 2 more necklaces. I don't have all of them that I would do for the choker in this. I wouldn't put this one with this style of necklace, but what I want you to look at is the chain. If I can get it out of there. There we go. The chain. Don't look at this part. If this would come together, it would end about here. Thank you. And what I want you to look at is how dainty that chain is. They are saying you can have just the dainty chain. You have the dainty chain with a charm on it. Or you could end up doing like this style. But this necklace doesn't go with this style that we did before because this is one of the trends. It's a very dainty necklace. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to make a different one that will go with one of these necklaces. I don't. I have Buttercup is my granddaughter and she does play it. Hi, Ashley. So that's one of the necklaces that we're going to make is a total silver instead of gold. And with the dainties like this, these they say you can have silver. So they do have a little bit of silver going on in this dainty world. But when you get into like some of the other ones, they're more gold. So it's a really weird combination of when will it be silver and when will it be gold. And I just say, I'm going to do silver, just to let you know. I'm not going to play by the gold rule from what we heard earlier. Just to let y'all know, I just can't. I have creative block when it comes to gold. So that's why we'll do silver. But if you guys can take the concepts that we're showing you here and change them into being better about gold than me, go for it. And then on the Book of Faces, go ahead in the VIP group and post your gold. That would be great. Then we can all see what you guys are doing. So we talked about that earlier. So here it is, this necklace. If you guys look at it, it holds the circle. So that is actually using, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Nordic Luna. We're going to use the 11.5 diameter choker memory wire. That is not kind there, Kelly, because it doesn't matter. This is, I just want to address a comment that's over here where she did not have a good day because people were being mean about the color of her skin. And the one thing that I will say here is it doesn't matter who you are, your color, your skin, your gender, none of that matters here. We're here to have a positive place to be, and we talk about jewelry. That's what we're here for, okay? You're welcome, Kelly. So I just had to say that because that's what we're here for. I don't know what you're saying, Kat. So this is one of the items that we're going to use. It is an 11.5 inch diameter memory wire that is choker link. So that's how we make this. It's just with one link, or, you know, and what I mean by link is really one loop, I should say, of the memory wire. So if you look here, we have 4 in this piece here. You see where my memory wire is right here? I am going to overlap them a little bit because I am for something. I am not a dater or not a hater either. Hi, Kelly. This is, what I was going to say is I overlap it a little bit. We just need one loop, but we overlap it. As always, one of the tools, I will have it tomorrow night, Murda. One of the tools that you want to use with memory wire is a memory wire cutter or a wire cutter. You do not want to use your flush cutters. You will break them or chip them and they won't be any good. But we will have this. So you're just going to go in here a little bit over it and we're going to cut that off. There we go. Got it. Okay. What other tools are you going to need to do this project? You're going to need either a round nose plier or a bail making plier. And then I have 2 different chain nose pliers. That's what they are. I have 2 of those tonight. Okay. And you will need whatever kind of bead you want to use to make this. Now I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to take a moment to tell you the size of beads. For the trend for 2026, you're going to want 4mm size round beads or seed beads that are 6/0. 6/0 seed beads is the exact same as a 4mm size bead in size, okay? I do not bring seed beads to any of the live events. I will tell you that now. It is something that I don't carry because there are too many options in that. My cab, I don't have a cab. I don't go live with others while I am live, so I'm going to decline that. Sorry. So what I was going to say here is that just use a 4mm size bead, usually round. You might, Ashley, can you go over there for me, please? Because I don't know if it is or isn't. I tried one of these longer beads. I will have the other bead at the event tomorrow night. It is like a 4mm by maybe 8 or 9mm. Ah, there you go. But what happens, I want to show you this. Do you see how the memory wire curves? If your bead is longer and it curves, it's not going to go on there. And that is going to cause it to not go on because it's too long. So that's why I'm saying stick with like a 4mm round or a 4mm bicone. Don't go anything longer than like 6mm with this, especially with what the trend is. I would stick with 4mm. So what we're going to use for the first one, I didn't grab the bead. I was talking to my dad before the live. So you guys got to give me a moment here. And I think I have enough in here. I'm going to do 4mm, just the silver plated. That's all we're going to use on this one that we're going to do. You can change it up and have a pattern in there if you want. But more times than not, what I'm seeing with the chokers for this trend is that they are the calming colors. Those, and that's why I've named this that whisper, because it's just a whisper of a color. Not a huge bold color, just slight color, or it will be the gold or the silver. Okay, and in this memory wire, all I have available in the event tomorrow will be silver. Thank you, Ashley. So that is what you're going to need. Also, I forgot two more things. If you notice here, we do have chain and a lobster claw clasp. We just have the larger. I literally just grabbed some chain that I had sitting out that I thought would be very decorative for it. This is the textured chain that we've been having lately. So we've got that. And then we just need a 12 by 6mm size lobster claw clasp. And that's this one. So that's all you need for supplies. I am going to point both TikTok and YouTube down. When I point you guys down, sorry there, YouTube, I had to plug you in to charge you. When I point you down, I cannot see comments because the camera is focused down. And so that means that YouTube, I will not see your comments while we are down. I will only see TikTok's comments if I happen to look at the backup account, but I'm usually focused on what we're doing. So if I miss your comment, just know I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just concentrating on showing you what we're doing here, okay? Here we go. Here is TikTok going down and then YouTube down. All right. Okay. You guys will see on here, we have our memory wire, we have our lobster claw clasp, we have our chain. I am going to take our round nose pliers and we're going to create a loop on the end of one part of our memory wire. I just take and barely just put this in there so you're holding it and you're going to curve it away. I'm going to try, nope, I got to go this way. And curve it away from you. And you got to just keep turning it and get that circle in there. Whew, That was easier than when I was making my example. Holy wow. All right, so there it is. There is our circle. We're gonna spill out our beads. These are just 4mm silver plated spacer beads. That's all these are. But I figured with the trend, these would look really cool with those necklaces where we did them a couple weeks ago, where we used the memory wire, the bracelet size memory wire to create that necklace. So we're just, all you have to do is this is going to take time. So this is where, if you are on TikTok, if you guys would please, we've got our shares. We're at over 50 shares, so we got our over 10, so we're good there. But if you guys can get us to 10K while I am trying to string on a lot of spacer beads, that would be awesome, because these are 4mm, and remember, about 25 mil, or these are 4mm, about 25mm is an inch, so that means it's 6 beads per inch approximately, and we have a lot more than 11 inches because that's the diameter, but and so we got a lot of beads to put on here. I have no idea how many it's going to be. We can count after we're done here. But if we can get to 10K, I will do the giveaway, and we're at 9.2. And you guys just about did. It tells us you did like almost 3,600 in 5 minutes. So we will for sure get to 10K in like the next 5 minutes. Let's hope I can get this on in less than 5 minutes. I'm going to wait until we get this all done before we do the giveaway. If that is if we get to 10K before I'm done, then let's start working on 20K, everybody. I would love to do 2 giveaways tonight. Invoices, or I can't say that word. How about lists? The lists are all out. Finally got them done. After we get done with the live, anybody who is taking care of their list before 9 p.m. tonight, I will work on getting your packages ready so that Ryan can take them to the post office tomorrow. We're a little bit over, let's say, a third of the way done. And we are at 10K. Awesome. Hi, Rosie. So now we just need to work on 20K. I don't know if you guys will get to 20K before I am done here, but we'll see. Ooh, I'm liking that. Look at that. We're about halfway done. I like that a lot. This is where you're going to spend most of your time, everybody. Hey, Rose. Hi, Rose's mom. I didn't see you hop on. If you said hi, Rose, I apologize. Thank you, Ashley. Hi, Joya. So just to let those that are on TikTok know, the 11.5 memory wire, the 11.5-inch memory wire that we're working with, it will be on tomorrow's bead event at 8 p.m. Central. How it will be done is that this one is 5 loops of the memory wire for a value of 1.5. Oh, no. Okay, thank you, though, Rose. And tell her I hope she feels better soon, okay? All right. Thank you. We're getting close, everybody. I would say we're at least 3/4 of the way around. When we're almost to 15K. So I have a feeling we will get to that 20K mark tonight. There are approximately six, because they're 4 millimeter size beads, Joya, and and an inch is about 25 millimeters, so it takes about six. You guys did 8,000 plus likes in 5 minutes there, everybody. Well, hi, Mimi. And so it's 11.5 diameter, but I think it's more than 11.5 inches, because that would be 66 to around 70. And I think I've put on way more than that, because this is circumference and diameter is this way, if I remember correctly. That's geometry, and that was the hardest math for me. Between that, trig and geometry, analytical was easier for me. I have a 3 millimeter there. We're going to see about counting here, so I can let you know about how many it's going to be. And I do overlap it. If you notice, even on this one, it is overlapped. So I do overlap between these two. Okay. Yep. I did do a loop here to hold my beads on. Then I'm putting them on. And then when I get to a spot that I'm like, okay, I think we're good, which I want to overlap, I'm just going to add a few more just to give it a little bit extra. Then we are going to finish this off. Okay. So we overlap about 1 inch to 2 inches. All right. This is just, I'm not going into, like it has to be specific. Okay. And we got to 20K. So we'll do both giveaways here. So I am going to, since we got these all on there, I'm putting this down for a moment. I'm bringing everybody up, and we're going to do both 10K and 20K giveaway. Both of you can play. YouTube and TikTok can both play. I just got to get a color. And I still have my huge list of colors, everybody, that we got from ChatGPT. This one is a two-letter word, or two-word color. Two-word color. So go ahead, everybody, and guess away. I'm going to cross off that one. I have never done this word either. Okay. Okay. As I say, okay. The first thing is think of something that goes through the air. And the second word is what is all color mixed together? What color is that? Nobody got jet black. Jet black was the color. So hold on, I'm putting away the beads here that I don't need. And then we are going to do a different one. Let's do a easier one here, everybody. All right. Whoops, I got to start it. There we go. Go ahead. Oh, black is your favorite color, Ashley? Wow. So go ahead and put colors in the chat. Somebody got it. Let's see who it is. Amanda, you are going to get a 5 creative credits on your next list. All right. So congratulations. Thank you, Sweetheart Strings, for the heart me. All right. I got to get a container down so that I don't lose this on my desk. Here we go. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to put you guys back down so that you guys can see how to end this necklace. You're very, very welcome. Here we go. There is TikTok or YouTube, and there you go, TikTok. I counted, it's around between 105 and 110 beads at a very rough count. Oh, we got to do the 20K. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you, Nordic Luna. Okay, we're going back up for a minute. Sorry, everybody's going for a ride. Okay, we're going to do another one. And blue is your second? Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to do this color. Thanks for the reminder because I forgot we were doing 2. I can't believe we're December 1st, everybody. Oh, boy, I really seriously cannot. Oh, I don't have a Dr. Pepper up here. Ah, I'm going to cry. I only have to wait 20 minutes. It'll be okay. I'll be fine. I will be fine. It just kind of stinks because I didn't remember it. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. This is a birthstone. It isn't like a commonly known one of the birthstones, but it is for the 6th month, I believe is when it is. Somebody got it. Yes, it will. Ashley over here said it'll taste better when I get it. Patty B, you are the winner of 5 creative bucks, and then 5 creative credits, and Rosie, you were second. So thank you. And'. I got another word up there and I want to end you. exit. There we go. There we go. All right. So pearl was the second one. All right, now we got both of them. If we can get to 30K, I'll do another giveaway, everybody. I'm going to point y'all down, okay? Here we go. Here you go. There we go. All right. Let me get this up. All right. So we have, because I overlap it, I overlap because I want to make sure I have enough to get this done. And I just need to cut off a little bit. I just want enough to be able to make that circle, which is somewhere around that much, which would be maybe 1/3 of an inch or so to 1/2 an inch. This is all just, I don't get very technical on this. Cut off the excess. Always cut it down when you're doing that, down to your mat, so it doesn't go flying across the room. You will take your round nose pliers and bend this around until you get your circle back to the wire. There we got it. It does sometimes take a little bit of muscle. You want to have both of your loops facing the same direction. These are both facing up, and that's fine. They can be sideways if you want them. This one of them went sideways, so I made both of them sideways. If they're not, it's okay. Why you want them going the same direction is that it will lay with your chain correctly, but there is no right or wrong way if they're both this way or if they're sideways. All right. Now, take one link of your chain off of your chain. This is a chain that is unsoldered. So if you take 2 chain nose pliers, find where that opening is since it's unsoldered, do 1 plier towards you and 1 away. And it's all what you like to make, Mia. If that's what you like, then you keep going with them. You take your lobster claw clasp. You see how you have that circle on the end? You're going to link in a piece of that link of chain on there. And on one end of one of the circles of your necklace. And then shut it. You shut it by going the opposite way that you opened it. So whichever one you went away with, bring back towards you. The one that came towards you, you're going to go away from you. Line those back up so that they are right next to each other. I'm going to show you that here. And not leave a hole in there. See how that's all back together? That is what you want to do there. That's 1/2 of your closure. Now you can take a ruler and you can measure this. And I would do about 2 inches. Or you can just guesstimate and go, that looks about 2 inches. Then open the link again, just like we did the last time. One side towards you and one side away after you find where the opening is at. You can feel that opening. Go one towards you, one away. Take it off at the length of the other chains. On the end that is not got that lobster claw clasp, put that one on there and then shut the link up. There you go. And there it will, by putting that chain link, this extender on there, means that this will open up and can be wider on your neck than if you didn't have it. You do not have to have this on there, but there's 2 reasons why I put it on. And I'm going to bring you guys up so I can talk to you about that while we do this, okay? Just don't face inward is correct. I didn't say that on those hoops, these little circles here on the ends. Don't have them face inward, like bring them down and go in because they will press on the back of your neck. Thank you, Ashley, for that reminder. So when you're doing memory wire, if you don't have a closure on here, you can just have this I'm going to do it without on here, okay? This is without. It can sit there. It's overlapped in my back here. I don't know if you guys can see it. They just hit each other. But that means that if something were to happen, it's just going to fall off. You can do that, and that is fine. It will work as a choker to not have that on there. So if you choose to not have it on there, it will sit just fine without it. If you want to use the extender on there, I'm going to put it on and try not to get my hair. I'm getting my hair in here. What you looking for there, Buttercup?
Lettuce.
Your lettuce?
That I have made.
Oh,
Here it is.
okay.
All right, here. Can I show them all so you know how to get the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I made her a few things out of clay.
So then, see, if I use the extender, I can move it down and it stays down so it's not up here, but down here more. So, Sweetheart String says, hi, Buttercup.
Hi.
So that's what that extender does, is it allows you to have it lay down here and it doesn't go up. All right. Did you guys see that difference? Mia says hi. So that is why I wanted to show you that, and by doing it. You don't have to do it, but there's two purposes for it. It's not going to come off my neck right now, and it allows it to be more adjustable because we got the extender. So that's why if you don't want to put it on, it is 100% okay not to do it. Thank you, Rose, for saying that, because I'm like, can anybody see it? Because I can see it, but I'm looking at the camera and I know it. And it's also, you got to be careful in here, please. I had baskets going on because of basket sales, so I need you to not get rambunctious, okay?
I'm not trying to drop something.
No, you were jumpy
No,
before you jumped. Before you dropped it. Yes, you were.
No, I literally did this.
Yeah.
Trying to grab it.
So, hi, Lori. You just saw fingers. So, yeah. So that is why I wanted to show you that and talk about it. Now, Buttercup wants to show you guys something, so I'm going to let her show you really quick.
All right, so I'm getting an early present. I don't know when it's supposed to. Tomorrow, but
No, today.
Today?
Yeah, it's supposed to come today, but it's supposed to come by 10 o'clock today.
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow. But
no.
Anyways, I'm supposed to be getting a dog.
A stuffy.
Yeah.
Let's specify. It's not a live one.
But I made these treats. And they're more darker. I got the waffle kind, the circle kind, the square kind, and the hearts are kind of deformed, but the heart kind. But then I also made...
Yeah, not a true, it's a stuffy dog. So Val got her an early Christmas present.
A sardine named Jimmy John. Got the J for Jimmy John's, of course.
She's having fun with clay. Yep, it is very serious. Because she's made food for the dog.
And I want to get baby socks so its paws don't get messed up, a collar and leash.
Oh.
And then I made it lettuce for its healthy greens, of course.
She is creative.
And I did drop my first fish in the drain, so unfortunately I had to make another one. But then I have a bone.
So, yep. So that's what she's been working on since,
We got home.
Yeah, since we got home. She had an appointment earlier that we had to go to, and we got home.
Oh, the clay with my counselor.
Amanda says, that's so cool. Great job. Yep, she's got to have the bone and the heart-shaped dog food. Treats. So there we go. Now, what I want to show you guys, the reason why I wanted to do this, the silver beads, is I wanted to show you this. You can do a silver choker and add on this, and then have your third one will go right here, and it can just be a chain. Yep, this is that spacer one that I was talking about earlier. We just used the 4mm spacer beads to make this one. Whereas this one is 4mm glass beads. So this is why I wanted to do the silver beads, is because to me, it just looks it's a very simple, very simplistic in the look. But the thing is that it can dress up different necklaces. And so like you could take, this is what I want to do. And we might just do this on here because I do have these here. Let me see how long this chain is. Let me see. Whoop. Let me flip it around. It's on the wrong way.
Holy big bird. Did you hear that one? Opa.
Opa burped?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay. I'm going to see if we do this as a 20. This is that textured chain that we've had. Hi, Candy. On a couple of our live events recently. Okay. All I did is I put a lobster claw clasp on the end by opening up the link. I don't know if 20 will be too long or if I need, I'm just going to put this on here. Yep, 20 is too long because see how that hits that all together? That's too long. So I'm going to take off some of the links here on the side that doesn't have it. Let's see. I'm going to take off 2 inches. And we're going to see where this lies. And then you guys are going to see the vision that maybe I have here of this layered necklace. Okay. So now we're at an 18-inch and a choker. That's still too long, I think. But we also are on a narrow mannequin too. What I want the vision to be is like this. With that layered look. So hold on. Let me see if I can put it on me with a shirt that doesn't have a good layered look to it. Let's see here. Because remember, the mannequin isn't always like accurate because it doesn't have as big of a neck as humans do. Okay. Ooh, I like that together. Okay. With the wrong kind of shirt. Hey, we're close to 30K, everybody. I'm going to do the blue one. Well, the blue one, no, I'm going to do pink. Pink might show up on this shirt better. We got the pink one. Remember we just made these the other day? So we're going to try that.
All right, I'm back. I gotta wash my hands. There's a brownish transferring on my bone.
Oh, yes.
Thankfully, only on the bottom.
Okay. I know, Ashley, they do look. There we go. This is the look I was going for. I'm going to put this one underneath that one. Okay, and I got my hair in the chain. Ooh, ooh, there we go. Okay. Now, if I had a different shirt on, this would be better. But look it. See? I like it. Now, if we were in the summertime, this is like what I'm talking about. I feel like I need to unbutton, but I don't want to unbutton.
I need to unbutton, but I don't want to unbutton.
This is what I'm talking about. Very simplistic, layered look. And that's what the spring summer look is about, okay? So that's where you can use pretty much, if you guys have these on hand, you can create 3 necklaces very quickly. Because this one is just a piece of memory wire and spacer beads, chain, and a lobster claw clasp. We did this one really quick. All it is a piece of chain with a lobster claw clasp on it. And then this one we did a few weeks ago. It is a necklace that we have had recently. And we cut it in half and we used a small piece of memory wire, that's the bracelet memory wire, to create a bar-like circle with those 6 millimeters. Woohoo, we're at 30K. So really you're not, the most you're going to use of any bead or anything will be your spacer beads. So, I mean, we're looking at, I'm just going to add this up really quick. Probably a bag or so of spacer beads, and those sell for around $2 or two. We've got one bag. We wouldn't even use the whole thing, but this is usually around a 1 value. So we're at 3. This is going to be 1.5. You're going to do 1. So just around not even 50 cents. 2 class. So these 3, and then those, as I say, for under $5. I'm sorry. I was between 100 and 110. I've had the chain recently, Murda. I will look and see if I've got some of it still left and see if I can bring it, okay? So yeah, so literally a value of 5, and you can make 3 necklaces probably. That's pretty cool, everybody, I think. Thank you, Sean, for the follow. We're going to do another drawing.
What about the 30K?
We're doing it right now.
Okay. I was like, you forgot one.
Nope, I was, Buttercup was even reminding me about 30K. All right, everybody, we have 1 word color. Yeah, so that's what I'm like, holy wow, when you think about that. I'm excited that that's all it took.
Look at this cute sign I made for one of the boxes.
Healthy foods and veggies, cute.
For the bone and sardine and lettuce one.
You can just put it in the inside. And it'll stand up probably. There. Cool, huh?
Yeah, and then this one, I'm going to put dog treats.
Okay. How about if you use these sizes? Because I use those. You want to use this size?
I think that's too big, though.
Oh, honey, I have a lot of those, so I would prefer you to use that one, okay? And you can fill them up.
With what?
You can keep making away. All right.
With what clay?
Oh, we got to get you more clay.
Well, I only like her clay because the kind that I got like the dollar store doesn't work. I like the air dry clay.
Well, see if you can find some on the AZ. Because I can't say it here, okay?
But now the label's too tiny.
Uh-oh. All right, I'm going to give you guys a clue. Think something that you see at the beach.
I think I know what it is. Dang it, here. I'll tell you what I thought it was.
Oh, all right, let's see. Now everybody's got it. Murda was first, then Joya, Rosie, Rose, Geraldine, and Amy. So Murda was first, so she is going to get 5 creative credits towards your list. There you go. So congratulations. Wow, you guys there's a lot of you that got sand. Dr. Pepper, fried eggs, avocado and toast. I love it, Ashley. So congratulations. Now, like I said, you can use for this necklace any style. Any style of a 4mm size bead will work. You know, I'm just going to show you guys here because we don't have enough time to do another one. But we will have the brown. We will also have cream tan beige. Oh, you bounce all around the word, not the world. We're going to have the red. I was thinking for this one for a Christmas. I think that color would be cool for Christmas. And then our other one is, I only have these in 3 colors right now. Good night, Nordic Luna. We have dark green.
Guys, so yesterday, Oma hit her goal, and I gave her a party hat, and it fell in the trash can.
Because it's dead party hat.
It's broken.
Yes. So we're going to have those tomorrow night at our bead event. So I just wanted to show you what colors we have of those. I have more of those beads on their way. They're just not here yet, okay? But I thought this is I didn't want to put off doing this one. I just thought it was a fun one. And I think this is just awesome.
Is Puppy with 2 P's or 1 P?
2. So that's what we'll have up for grabs on our claims tomorrow night. I hope you guys had fun here tonight. Tonight was a fun night, just being able to see how to put something together, like when you have a vision in your head, and you guys were awesome about me going, okay, I want to put it all together so you guys can see what I was talking about. So thank you for letting me do that, and thanks for joining me tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for a basket sale at 2 p.m. Ooh, the silver flower spacers. You have to be careful. They can't be too large. The 6 millimeter flower spacers would probably be it. But if you would do them with the color and then do those spacers every so often, I think that would be cool. The whole size is the 1O size goes on there. But what happens is if it gets too long, it won't make the curve, because the natural curve of this, if you notice here, it curves really quickly. And if it's too long, it won't clear the curve. So that's why you got to be careful about how long it is. It's not about the hole, it's about how long. So that's why you don't want to probably go above a 6 millimeter. But if you would do 4 millimeters with some of the 6 millimeter flowers, I think that would be cool. Now I'm like, okay, I'm thinking.
All right, now.
So, all right, everybody. We'll be on at 2 for the basket sale and then 8 for the bead sale, everybody. I hope you guys have a great night. Oh, Buttercup wants to show you one thing quick. There is her puppy treats for her treats that she made.
And it says cute and yummy.
Cute and yummy.
And trust me, the colors are way...
Thank you for the heart me, CC.
The colors are way pretty. It's like a peachy tan, yellow, and an orange. But they're turning up not that cute. Oh, that must die over that box.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.